My Malkin's moments. Great to be back again to be able to share these Malkin's moments. Plenty of good ones. First, Dodgers ace Max Scherzer reaches 3,000 strikes or strikeouts, not just strikes. He's throwing way more than that. 3,000 strikeouts in his career. In fact, the Dodgers ace became just the 19th pitcher in MLB history to record 3,000 strikeouts, and it was only fitting that, of course, it came against one of the Dodgers' more recent rivals, the Padres. He was absolutely sensational in that outing. Practically went 8 perfect innings. He struck out 9 batters, gave up 1 hit, 0 runs in 8 full innings pitched. In fact, through 7 innings, he was on pace to have a no-hitter through 7 innings. He's been obviously tremendous. One of the front runners to win the Cy Young Award, along with Walker Buehler, funny enough, on the same team. We'll see what ultimately happens with that. But big shout out to Max Scherzer. A couple NFL notable performances. First of all, Jameis Winston, New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees retires. All the speculation about Jameis Winston and his turnover issues and the Taysom Hill battles. And Jameis Winston comes out and he takes care of the football. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. They rout Green Bay Packers in their kind of quasi-home, their temporary home in Jacksonville because of the floods that took place in New Orleans. And they win 38-3. And Jameis Winston, again, with all this negative attention on him and the turnover issues he's had, big shout out for him for being able to prevail. Big shout out to Kyler Murray, accounting for 5 touchdowns, as I mentioned, in the rout over the Tennessee Titans. The third-year quarterback out of Oklahoma passed for 4 touchdowns, rushed for a touchdown. The Cardinals look like they're on track to have another great season, and that's in large part because of him and because of the improvements that he's continued to make year in and year out. So big shout-out to Kyler Murray. Big shout-out to Mo Salah for Liverpool, collecting his 100th English Premier League goal against Leeds United yesterday. Mo Salah has been fantastic for Liverpool. The Egyptian soccer player has just been continuing to break records after season, and he's just been tremendous. And then the 2 big shout-outs for the tennis stars. Daniil Medvedev, congratulations to him for winning his first career Grand Slam at age 25. He's also a young tennis player, but he's been knocking on the door for several years. So it's impressive that he finally was able to break through against a guy in Novak Djokovic. He made such quick work of him, just effortless. And he had 16 aces, 38 winners in the final. Major shout out to him. Big time performance. And then for Emma Raducanu, major shout out to her for winning her first women's Grand Slam title and a U.S. Open title for 2021. And again, to be just a teenager at 18 years old, having to qualify first just to make it into the draw, and then she managed to do it. She became the first female qualifier to not only reach the Grand Slam final, but to also win the Grand Slam, in this particular case at the U.S. Open. She was the first U.S. Open winner to not surrender a single set throughout her run since Serena Williams did it in 2014. In fact, she became the first British champion since Virginia Wade, which is very impressive for her. And the funny thing is, she was actually born in Toronto and then moved to England at the age of 2, but it counts nonetheless. She won 10 straight matches at Flushing Meadows, 3 in the preliminary round, 7 in the main draw. And she's the youngest female Grand Slam champion since Maria Sharapova did it at age 17 at the 2004 Wimbledon final. Not to mention, this was the first major final between 2 teenagers since Serena Williams and Martina Hingis, at age 18 at the 1999 U.S. Open. So a lot of great Malkin's moments for you. That's all the time that I got for today. It's so great to be back. So great to finally be picking up Morning Joe again. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe with Jonah Malkin. Follow me on social media at morning_Joe or at Jonah-Malkin. TikTok, JMalk97, Jonah Malkin. And as always, have a lovely rest of your morning.